The range, that means wherever you fire it from the Indian side, it goes 200 kilometers.
After the Pahalgam attack, that we will not spare anyone who's involved, not just the terrorists, but their backers as well. So Joy, let's discuss the drones that you were talking about. You said Harpy is the latest one. Please take us through these terminologies. Range, warhead, seeker, what does this mean?
Before swarms filled the skies of Ukraine and AI wingmen joined fighter pilots, there was one machine that changed how the world thought about drones. It didn't need a pilot. It didn't need constant commands. Once launched, it searched, found its prey and destroyed it, all on its own. Its name was Harpy, and it became the world's first true hunter-killer drone. Today, in 2025, Harpy is often overlooked, but in many ways it was the ancestor of the AI weapons now reshaping global conflict. And with Israel upgrading it with new AI capabilities, Harpy is making a comeback, raising questions about who really controls the battlefield when machines are allowed to hunt. Harpy was created in the late 1980s by Israel Aerospace Industries. At the time, drones were mostly surveillance tools, eyes in the sky that relayed video back to operators. Harpy was different. It was a loitering munition, meaning it circled the skies until it detected a target, then dove down and destroyed itself in the strike. But here's the revolutionary part. Harpy was designed to autonomously hunt enemy radar systems. It didn't need an operator to pick the target. Once in the air, its sensors scanned the electromagnetic spectrum. If an enemy radar switched on, Harpy locked onto the signal, swooped in, and eliminated it without waiting for human approval. For the first time, a weapon could detect, decide, and kill largely on its own. This was a game changer for Israel. Surrounded by adversaries with sophisticated air defense networks, Israel needed a way to suppress radars without losing pilots to surface-to-air missiles. Harpy offered a solution: send machines to do the most dangerous job. And it worked. Harpy proved so effective that it was exported widely to China, India, Turkey, and other countries seeking an edge against advanced air defenses. Each buyer saw the same potential: an expendable weapon that didn't just wait for orders but actively hunted. But with innovation came controversy. Harpy was one of the first weapons that blurred the line between autonomy and control. Critics warned, what if the system misidentified a signal? What if it targeted friendly or civilian radars by mistake? Once launched, Harpy was difficult to recall. Israel defended the program, arguing that Harpy was limited. It only hunted radar emissions, not arbitrary targets. But the debate was clear. If one machine could autonomously kill, others would follow. Fast forward to today. The original Harpy has evolved into new variants, including the Harpy, which adds electro-optical sensors, allowing it to attack a wider range of targets, not just radars. Unlike the old Harpy, Harpy can loiter with live video, giving operators more oversight. But Israel has also begun integrating AI upgrades, giving these drones better image recognition, improved navigation, and greater autonomy in cluttered battlefields. In effect, the Harpy lineage is now merging with modern AI, making it more deadly than ever. Let's consider a scenario. Imagine a conflict in the Middle East. Enemy air defenses light up, radars sweep the skies. A wave of Harpy drones launches. Some operate semi-autonomously, others are guided. They spread out, listening for signals. As soon as a radar activates, one drone breaks formation and dives. The radar shuts off. Too late. Within minutes, the air defense network begins to collapse. Fighter jets move in safely, their path cleared by autonomous hunters. This isn't science fiction. This is precisely how Israel plans to use Harpy's descendants in future wars. But here's the darker side. Harpy proved that once a weapon can be trusted, or at least tolerated, to make lethal decisions, the barrier to greater autonomy begins to erode. If a drone can autonomously kill a radar, why not a tank? Why not a convoy? Why not a person identified by heat signature? This is the slippery slope critics warned about in the 1990s. And yet, 3 decades later, Harpy's model has been adopted by nearly every major military power. The Lancet in Russia, the Switchblade in the US, the Shahed in Iran, all owe something to Harpy's legacy. And it's not just history. In 2025, as AI models improve, Israel is rumored to be working on Harpy NG next generation. This version would integrate advanced machine vision, swarm coordination, and counter-jamming features, bringing Harpy fully into the age of AI warfare. Instead of just hunting radar signals, it could classify targets visually, share data across swarms, and even prioritize strikes. That transforms Harpy from a specialized hunter into a flexible, autonomous strike system. What does this mean for the battlefield? For Israel, it means even greater leverage against adversaries who rely on Russian or Iranian air defense networks. For export customers, it means access to AI-guided suppression of enemy air defenses, a mission traditionally reserved for advanced air forces. But it also raises the stakes. If dozens of nations begin deploying Harpy-style AI hunters, the skies could become saturated with autonomous killers, each making lethal decisions at machine speed. The potential for chaos is staggering. The moral dilemma lingers. The original Harpy was designed with a narrow purpose: destroy radars. But with AI upgrades, its decision-making scope expands. The more autonomy it gains, the more unpredictable it becomes. In the fog of war, mistakes are inevitable. But when the machine is the one choosing, who is held accountable? The commander who launched it? The programmer who coded it? Or the AI itself? International law still doesn't have a clear answer. And as Harpy's successes spread, that gap in responsibility only grows more dangerous. Let's step back. Harpy wasn't the flashiest weapon, but it was historic. It marked the moment when machines began to take control of lethal decision-making. Every AI weapon today, from drone swarms in Ukraine to stealth wingmen in Australia, stands on the shoulders of that early Israeli innovation. And now, as Harpy evolves again, we may see history repeat itself. The world once debated whether it was acceptable to let a machine autonomously kill a radar. Soon, it may debate whether to let a machine autonomously kill anything. Here's the chilling question. If Harpy was the first step toward autonomous killing and modern AI is the next, how long before the original hunter-killer evolves into something far beyond its creator's control?